Most Blox Fruits players think they are progressed. They have a decent fruit, a few good swords, maybe an awakening or two. But today, I am going to show you 7 things that will make you realize how much of the game you have not actually touched yet. Some of these take weeks, some of them require other players to help you. And the one at number 1, only a handful of people in the entire game have it. Drop a comment at the end and tell me honestly how many of these 7 you actually have. This channel covers Blox Fruits updates, guides, and everything happening in the game right now. No wasted time, just real content. Subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a video. Also, one person watching this right now wins a permanent fruit. Subscribe, like the video, watch until the end. Winner goes on the Community tab. Now, starting from number 7 and working all the way up to the hardest thing in the entire game. Number 7, God-Human Fighting Style. This one catches players off guard every single time, because on the surface it sounds simple. Get 400 mastery on every fighting style. That is the whole requirement. But the moment you count how many fighting styles there actually are in Blox Fruits and multiply that by 400 mastery each without the 2x mastery game pass, you are looking at one of the longest pure grinding tasks in the entire game. No boss fight, no luck involved, just time, a lot of it. Most players start this and give up halfway through because they did not realize how long it actually takes before they started. Number 6, Sanguine Art. This one is different from everything else on this list because you literally cannot get it alone. You need 2 to 3 other players helping you just to reach the requirements. You need Dark Fragments, which means defeating Darkbeard in 2nd C, and then you need a Leviathan Heart, which means taking down the Leviathan, the strongest boss in the entire game. If you have never fought the Leviathan before, the best way to find other players helping with this is the Blox Fruits Discord server in the C Events channel. Even with help, this takes real efforts and coordination. Most solo players never get it. Number 5, the Dark Dagger. You get this by defeating the Rip Indra boss. But to even summon Rip Indra, you need a God's Chalice, which alone takes 1 to 2 hours of searching, and after all of that grinding and summoning, the Dark Dagger drop rate is around 2.5 to 5%, so you could do everything right, beat the boss, and still walk away with nothing, then do it all again. That drop rate is what makes this one genuinely painful. Real quick, drop a comment right now. Out of those first 3, God-Human, Sanguine Art, and Dark Dagger, which one have you actually got? I want to see the numbers. Number 4, Kitsune Fruit. There are 3 ways to get it. You can hope it shows up in the stock, which almost never happens because Kitsune is one of the rarest fruits to appear. You can roll it from the random fruit dealer, possible, but the odds are extremely slim. Or you can get it from the Kitsune Island C event, but that is only a 1% chance from the shrine spin. 1%. If you want to trade for it instead, expect to spend at least a week or 2 building up enough value to make a deal. Any way you go about it, Kitsune Fruit is genuinely one of the hardest items to hold in your inventory. The players who have it permanent are sitting on something special. Number 3, Race V4. This is the one that has broken more players than almost anything else in the game. It is not about luck, it is about how confusing and time-consuming the process is. The race trials require coordination with other players, the right conditions, and multiple steps that the game does not explain clearly. Most players who start this without a guide or without other people helping them give up before they finish. Even with help through the Blox Fruits Discord race trial channels, expect 2 to 3 days minimum before you max it out. And that is the fast version. Without help, it is much longer. Race V4 is a full commitment, and most of the player base still does not have it. Do you have Race V4 yet? Drop yes or no in the comments. Genuinely curious how many people watching this have actually finished it. Number 2, Limited Event Accessories. And I want to be specific here because a lot of players think about this category the wrong way. Getting event accessories during the actual event is not the hard part. The The hard part is that once the event ends, they are gone forever. The Christmas accessories, the Halloween drops, the Valentine's items, the Easter rewards, every single one of them has a closing date, and after that date, no amount of grinding, no amount of Robux, and no amount of time will get you a new one. The only way to get them after the event is trading, and the older an accessory is, the more it costs in trade value. Some of the earliest event accessories in Blox Fruit's history are worth so much now that new players cannot realistically afford them through trading at all. If you have been playing since the early updates and collected every event accessory along the way, you are sitting on one of the rarest collections in the entire game. Most players did not realize the value until it was too late. Number 1, and this is the one that genuinely almost nobody has, the Pirate King title. Here's what it takes. You need to be inside a crew where every single member has at least 30 million bounty. The crew has to be completely full, and you have to stay in that crew for 72 hours straight without leaving. That is 3 full days inside one crew with everyone at 30 million bounty minimum. Finding a full crew where every single member is at 30 million is already incredibly rare. Staying in it for 72 hours without anyone leaving or the crew falling apart adds another layer of difficulty that most players never get past. The community estimates only a few hundred players in the entire game have the Pirate King title right now. Out of millions of players, a few hundred. That is what makes it the hardest thing to obtain in Blox Fruits. Not a drop rate, not a grind timer, just a requirement so specific and so difficult to coordinate that almost nobody ever completes it. 7 items: God Human, Sanguine Art, Dark Dagger, Kitsune Fruit, Race V4, Limited Event Accessories, and the Pirate King title at number 1. Now, drop a comment and be honest. How many of these 7 do you actually have? 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, drop the number below. I'm reading every single reply on this one. If this video showed you something you did not know about, drop a like. It helps this channel reach more Blox Fruits players, and it takes 2 seconds. Subscribe with notifications on, because the next video is going to be just as useful as this one, and you do not want to miss it. See you in the next one.